having a wonderful Wednesday. I am going to finally get around to doing that video that I said I was going to do, in which I answered a bunch of questions that you guys asked. I got a lot of questions, so I am probably going to, that's my ringtone, that's kind of embarrassing. Oh, I lost my train of thought now. Okay, no, I'm probably gonna have to either split this into videos or not answer some of the questions, which might work out because I got a few like inappropriate questions. I mean, I got a few inappropriate questions I'm going to answer, but I got a few inappropriate questions that I'm not going to answer because you guys don't really need to know my hair care routines. So I'm gonna skip questions like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna start. How long did it take you to become the excellent photographer you are now, or is it just a gift? Well, thank you, first off. And I've been doing photography since my senior year in high school, so 3 years now, I guess. Do you like being in front of or behind the camera? Definitely behind the camera. This is gonna sound really strange, and probably some of you aren't gonna believe it, but I hate having my picture taken. The only way I like having my picture taken, or even I didn't really like it that much, but is when I'm the one manning the camera. And that's why I started taking all the self-portraits to begin with, so that I could get used to being in front of a camera, because it's kind of debilitating to hate having your picture taken. 3, where would you like to travel to the most? Honestly, anywhere. The only places I've been to are Canada and America, obviously, and Europe, but even, like, I've never been, the farthest east I've been is Slovakia, and then the farthest west I've been is Michigan, so there's a whole world of places for me to visit, and I'd be happy visiting any of them. 4, what's your bra size? I wear a 32C, like a small C, C minus, I guess. And will you ever post post anything, I guess is what he meant, really daring, i.e. nudes? I don't really think nudes are that daring, honestly. I think there's plenty of other photography that pushes the edge more than just taking off your clothes. But no, I'm not going to ever post nudes. Not because I think there's anything wrong with them. I actually think they're really beautiful because I love the human form. But I like to know exactly who's seen me naked, and so posting them on the internet never really appealed to me. Okay, next set of questions. If you could only fly between 2 cities for the rest of your life, which would they be? Probably, well, Baltimore would definitely be one, just so that I can get to all the people that I care about since they all live in the tri-state area. And then, I don't know, maybe Edinburgh, just because that's on the other side of the ocean and I love Edinburgh. I'm not sure. You can fly into Edinburgh. I flew out of there, so I guess you could. Maybe I'd have to fly to London and then so I'd fly into London and then take it from there. Okay. Do you have more civic pride, state pride, or national pride? State pride, definitely. I'm in love with Maryland. And I mean, I love the town that I live in a lot too, but Maryland's full of little seaside towns like the one I live in. Who is your who is your favorite non-Family Simpsons character? Milhouse? That probably says a lot about me that Milhouse is my favorite Simpsons character. What adjective do you use to describe something of or related to elves? I think I say elven most often, but I'm not sure which is the proper elven, elvish, elf-like. I say elven, I'm pretty sure. If your home had an extra if your home had an extra room, what would you do with it? Well, I would turn it into a library. That's kind of a boring answer, but it's the truth. What lessons have you learned so well that you're ever due to graduate from them? That you can't help who you love. I mean, like, you can't help loving that person. You can't choose that. It just kind of happens. It's a little inconvenient. Chocolate and bacon, do they mix? I don't know. I don't eat bacon, but I do. I had a work supervisor who would always make bacon and peanut butter sandwiches, and she would toast them, and they smelled really good. So, I mean, I think that would probably taste alright, but I don't eat bacon. What's the last book you read, and what did you think of it? The last book I read in full is, I'm kind of embarrassed to say this just because I've read it so many times here recently, but it's Persuasion by Jane Austen. But I'm currently reading Anne of Green Gables for my children lit class, and it's cute so far. I mean, it's Anne of Green Gables. Everybody's read it apparently, except for me. Okay, next question. What do you think is your most atypical interest, like the interest you have that people would least expect? Well, probably it would be my love of football. I mean, I post about it all the time here, so I guess you guys are used to it, and I talk about it a lot to my friends, so they're used to it. But I think that if I just went up to a stranger and started talking about my want for a all green 6 seed Super Bowl, then they'd probably think I was a freak. So that's probably my most atypical interest. What's the scariest book you've ever read? I wouldn't say that there's one exact scariest, but any of the dystopian novels like A Brave New World or 1984 or Clockwork Orange, any of those really creep me out because I can see that happening so well, and it's just scary. What time do you wake up and what time do you go to bed? I have been going to bed around midnight-ish. Usually I go in phases where I either go to bed really late or go to bed really early, and right now I'm at that phase where I'm right in the middle, so it's good. And then what time do you wake up? It depends what day it is. Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays I don't have a class until 4, but I usually meet one of my friends for coffee at like 10ish, so I probably wake up at 9. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays I have a class at 7:40, so I wake up at like 6:20. Okay. What is your favorite go-to drink? The drink you could drink at any time. I Powerade, Blue Powerade is my favorite cold drink, and then hot chocolate's my favorite warm drink. And then, do you have a job at the moment? If not, why? No, I don't have a job at the moment because, and this is gonna sound selfish, but I didn't want to get a job last semester because I wanted to be free to come home whenever I wanted, and I didn't have to worry about taking off during Thanksgiving or Christmas. And then this semester, I don't really have a reason to not have a job, so I probably will end up getting one. What do you wish to achieve with your photography? Honestly, nothing. I don't really have any aspirations to be a professional photographer or even like just a freelance photographer or anything. The only thing that I would like to do, I mean, in the long run, something that I would love to be able to do, but I know that I never would be a sports photographer. But like I said, I know that's never going to happen, so I'm not really pursuing that. But with my just photography I take now, just as a hobby, I like to just show the world how I see it. Okay. Desert Island book slash movie slash album. Um, the book obviously would probably be Persuasion because that's the only thing I ever read nowadays. The movie would be. I'm gonna seem like such a girl right now, but probably Ever After because I can watch that repeatedly and not get sick of it. Or maybe Searching for Bobby Fischer because it's in the same boat, but that doesn't have romance in it. And I'm sure if I was on a desert island, I'd want some romance since I wasn't getting any. And album. Oh, I don't really have a favorite album. So I can't really answer that. Can I like make a mix of all my CDs? Does that count as an album? Like not all my CDs, but like my favorite songs. Okay, next question. Why Yoda? Yoda's actually not my favorite Star Wars character. My favorite Star Wars character is Anakin, but I have a lot of Yoda stuff because he's the cutest. So, I don't know, because you can't really have like a stuffed Anakin Skywalker sitting on your bed. That's a little creepy. I say as I have a like foot tall Snape doll sitting next to my bed. Okay, just gotta go on. What is your ultimate weakness? Boys with dimples. They like I just go stupid when I'm near them. Do you have a word that makes you melt? Okay, it's not an actual word, but I love pronouns. Like, I just think they're really intimate, and I love when people use them, like he, she, you, us. What is your favorite fictional character? Female, it is Scarlett O'Hara, and then male, it is Zoe Glass. 2. Favorite book? I don't really have a favorite book, so I can't answer that question. Usually whatever's like freshest in my mind is the one I think about the most and talk about the most, but I don't have an actual favorite. Favorite movie? My favorite movie's Penelope. Probably still. That's still my favorite movie. And then what is your favorite kind of kiss? My favorite kiss is forehead kisses. I love them. I think that counts as an actual form of kissing. Favorite city you have been to would be Edinburgh, maybe, or Prague. That's like, I guess, the European cities. American cities, I love Baltimore. Is that weird that I love Baltimore? But I do. And then, most embarrassing thing that happened to you that was your fault. I don't get embarrassed that easily. I mean, no, I do get embarrassed, but I don't get embarrassed like if I fall or something like that. But I do get embarrassed when I say stupid things, which happens a lot. So, like just not intelligent things, or I stumble over words in front of a cute Starbucks boy. Things like that kind of embarrass me, but I don't have one that stands out in my mind. And then, okay, last one. Oh, somebody already asked this one. What makes you weak in the knees? I said before, I said the other question was, what's your weakness, which would be boys with dimples. I also really like funny people. Like, they make me so happy, and I usually, the guy I go for would be somebody who makes me laugh. Okay, that's the last of the questions. Oh god, this is 12 minutes. I wonder if anybody's still watching. Okay, I'm just gonna stop so that I stop rambling now. Okay, have a great day.